Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Break It Down. Let's go give Dribbles' body to Lucretious. I'm guessing she's gonna bring him back to life because she's a necromancer. But it's possible his body's too mutilated to do so. Lucretious. I've been calling her Lucretia this whole time.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles?
This is every part of Dribbles I could find.
Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend. And you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretious. My circus and I can now finally leave.
It's a big circus. How are you going to get out of the city?
It's called magic, darling. Do keep up.
You're leaving. Right now.
Not this instant. So should you wish for anything from my staff, be quick. Oh, and if you do take on the absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all.
I like how flattered my character looked. Some inspiration, and we got Spellmite gloves. To find Dribbles the clown, Lucretious thanked us for our help. She intends to raise Dribbles from the dead, with some improvements. The circus will soon leave Worm's Crossing. And the Spellmite gloves grant Spellmite. When casting a spell that requires an attack roll, you can take a -5 penalty to the roll to deal an additional 1d8 damage. So it's basically Great Weapon Master, but for magic. Designed for the jobbing spellcaster, these gloves are well insulated to prevent digit immolation for the somatically inept. This will be good on Gale.
Thank you for finding Dribbles, darling. Be sure you don't forget me,
Trito! Trito!
Trito.
Junks and magics for sale!
I want to see if any of this staff has anything to say about Dribbles.
We're leaving already? I was this close to performing in the elf song. Oh well. Enjoy my dulcet tones while you can. I wonder where the circus will go next. Madame Lucretious said the shadow fell, but I'm pretty sure she was joking.
Miss Silvertongue is a wonder, isn't she?
Why are you here, huh? Every sale.
Well, there is some new dialogue.
Shall make him mad. Ah, the adventure up the circus shall be vanishing soon to our next destination. So, if you've an eye on something, now is the time. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing caught your eye? I shan't tell my wife. She'd be most upset.
Alright, let's check in with this jerk.
Akabi is tired of the Wheel of Wonders. He is now closed.
Dribbles taught me everything I know. Dribbles taught...
You look a little shell-shocked. Worry not. It's nothing a little music can't fix. Let the music soothe your soul. The circus is safe. We guarantee it.
So I'm curious if the circus actually leaves, if we go and take a long rest and come back.
Any of us could be next.
We leave soon. Pity. I like this place. Very bloody.
The voice acting said place, the dialogue, or the text said plain. I'm pretty sure plain is the correct choice there.
We once anchored the Fairy Queen's court during a misjudged performance in the Feywild. Your city scares me more than she did.
Let's do a long rest and come back here and see if the circus actually leaves. And then we'll go meet with Voss. Because we have a prince to rescue. And I guess an emperor to defeat.
The circus, it's gone.
Would you look at that? Well, if you're hunting for miscellaneous loot, just say goodbye to the circus. Oh, I think that about does it.
This is our city. We don't take kindly to parasites.
The investment to get me started.
Oh, I guess we'll fast travel to the sewers. We'll buff up, go talk to Voss, and free the prince. Hopefully make an ally and an enemy. And really, if we have to fight the Emperor, I think we'd be doing him a favor. I think turning into an imp that has warped his mind into thinking that's what he wants, but... We'll give him a hero's death, because he used to be a hero. Alright, that should about do it. Oh!
Never wanted the easy path.
Gandel found his children.
My children. My sweet ones. What have they done to you?
I'm hungry, Father. I'm so hungry.
It hurts, Father. The hunger. It never stops.
Please, do you know of anything that can be done?
Option 3. Oh no, no, you're on your own. Let them feed on animals. It's the best you can do.
I've been fighting it, but I think you're right. Better that than they start feeding off humans.
Now, there is a sleeping tiefling over here, if you're really hurting for food.
I do not know if this is more blessing or curse, but it is at least something. Thank you, my friend.
At least I'm not alone. I could not have borne that eternity.
Could clean up a little bit.
Is this my life now? Darkness and hunger.
Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for everything. I did not expect you to free us, but I am grateful.
I'm curious if Astarion has any dialogue here, since Gandel at one point was hunting him.
Need something? Perhaps if you lost a follower or two. I prefer to travel in... Well, in that case...
Alright. Just real quick.
I do not know if this is... Thank you, my friend.
May have missed my opportunity.
I do not know if this... Thank you, my...
I'll still need detail, even though they should be in the Underdark.
Yes? Ask it.
About that amulet I found in your house.
Oh dear. Should I brace myself for some fashion advice? But I suppose you have earned better than glibness from me. It was a gift from my husband Kaled. He was a harper. A better one than me, truth be told. Any idiot can swing a sword, but to believe in the cause with the whole of your heart, a much trickier thing. He died. Alone. In pain. And far too young. Murdered by a mage who craved immortality. I'll not grant it by naming him in the same breath as my husband.
Recall what you know of Kaled. Tell me about him.
I've never known a warrior to go so far out of his way to avoid a fight, which meant the few he chose. Most harpers swagger and flash their feathers to catch your attention. Kaled was quiet to a fault. And when we were married, on an upturned cart in the rainy Dalelands, he stammered so much. I've never been sure if our vows actually counted.
See, a lot of people think Kaled is a coward. Supposedly, in the first game, he'll occasionally run away. I've never had that happen. Supposedly, there's speculation that your charisma score also prevents your allies from breaking and trying to run away. But he has dialogue that shows that he's scared, but he stands his ground and he fights, which I think demonstrates his character more than if he was just another, stock standard fighter. So I've always really liked Kaled. Plus, he makes a really good archer if you need an archer in your party, but Kavan's in Baldur's Gate 1, so if you really need an archer, get Kavan. He sounds like he had true strength.
Oh, I'm sure time and an aging mind has smoothed out a few of his flaws. But he was a good man. The songs make much of Kaled's meekness. The quiet little harper who had to keep a tight hold on his courage, but he had it when it counted. And more than that, he had compassion. When you live a harper's life, see all that a harper sees, that is by far the harder thing to hold on to. But a bard can tell you all the rest. As for all the things they cannot, well, I shall just have to keep those for myself. You'll need to free up your ranks a little first.
That's alright, we'll get rid of the vampire.
At your command.
So our dialogue seems a little buggy every now and then. One of her lines there got cut off. It's not the first time that's happened. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Kaled.
For 1,000, you've come. We await your good word.
Who is Kudinos? 400 health.
The time is soon upon us.
Oh, is it Raphael? No, it can't be Raphael. He's dead. He has legendary resistance and incapacitation. You have a plus 10 bonus to your next saving throw against an incapacitating condition. You can use this 3 times. Great Worm Scales. All incoming damage is reduced by 2. Magic resist. Who is this guy? He's a tough cookie.
Come closer. Tell me what you see.
Consider the Dragonborn's face and mannerisms. Is there anything unusual about him? Not sure why I can't use that.
His voice carries the weight of untold centuries, and his ridges are scarred with uncounted
Oh, he's a
battles.
dragon.
This is no dragonborn. This is a red dragon, the very same who carried Voss near the kith'rak.
I know you, Red Dragon. Boss is riding you near Kresh Elek.
It is so. Call me Kudenos, Master of Flames, Splitter of Skies. I will be the one to carry Voss into battle against Vlaakith. And I will be the one to breathe the flames that melt her.
A Red Dragon Rebel. How many more of you are there?
More than I could count. We were pacted by the Archdevil Tiamat and forced to serve the Githyanki. It is to the people that I'm loyal, not to the Lich Vlaakith, a corpse in Gith clothing. I know Orpheus, just as I knew his mother. A new future will be planted in the wake of the comet. Until we meet again, mortal. I look forward to fighting alongside you. Vlaakith will tremble at the sound of our roar. Even with Prince Orpheus to guide us, we are too small in number to defeat Vlaakith alone.
We will not be alone, Kudenos. For 1,000 years we have been planting the seeds of revolution. In every creche, many young whisper Orpheus's name. They do Vlaakith's duty, but out of fear, not faith. When the Prince of the Comet blazes his path, they will follow, and so will countless others.
He's far more amicable than I was expecting a Red Dragon to be.
See Voss. He is eager to speak with you.
And I him.
Have you brought the Orphic hammer?
I have. Who is this new companion of yours?
Not a new companion, but an old one, and a loyal one. A proper introduction is in order, but I will let him do the honors.
Where are the rest of your allies?
The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the Prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself.
I've retrieved the hammer.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition. Among the Githyanki, one gift is esteemed above all others. The Silver Sword. Take it. Wield it in honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son. Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the Astral Prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Yeah, we're not on good terms. He's been trying to manipulate me this entire time. I'll find a way to free Orpheus from your clutches.
Even if you could, you would relinquish your mind to the Elder Ring in so doing. When I am done with the Gith Princeling, you may do with him as you like, but not a moment before.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought.
Orpheus sensed the tadpole before, and his guard attacked. Won't he attack if we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
Plus, he said he'll show up, so he can explain the situation. Getting into the astral prison will be complicated.
Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
Okay.
Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you break Prince Orpheus free, his psionic cry will alert us. I will fly to your side. Together, we will fell the Elder Brain and thwart the grand design.
Alright, see ya. Also, I think this is the better path because we're taking out 2 evils. Technically 3 if you include the Emperor. He could be neutral, but we're going to take out the Absolute, and we're going to take out Vlaakith. Though I don't think we're going to fight Vlaakith ourselves. So help kith'rak Voss. We showed Voss the Orphic Hammer, and he gave us a powerful silver sword. The highest grade of weapon in Githyanki custom. He left to prepare for the revolution that will follow Orpheus' deliverance. Silver Sword of the Astral Plane. So, Githborn Psionic Weapon. When wielded by a Githyanki, this weapon deals an additional 1-6 psychic damage. And Githborn Psionic Resistance. A Githyanki holding this weapon has advantage on Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws. Resistance to psychic damage, which is fairly rare, if I remember correctly. It cannot be charmed, and it's a +3. And this must be Vorpal? No, Soulbreaker. Rend the enemy's body and soul and possibly stun them. Does radiant damage too. The fervor with which the Githyanki express devotion to their queen is admirable to some, disquieting to others. When confronted with the fallibility of the divine, since no one is wholly perfect, who knows what reaction such folk might evince. I've been a great weapon for Lae'zel. Unfortunately, no longer with us.
Such a curious artifact. So small and seemingly harmless, and yet it contains so much.
Okay, how do I do this? This is all we have left. How do I get in there and free Orpheus? I guess we have to go towards and confront the Elder Brain? Well, I guess we're on the final approach, right?
Who says what?
We could do one better.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
Where are my Colossus elixirs? Don't know. Guess we have to make more. Been a while since we've opened this up. Oh, you can make... artificial tadpoles? Is that what that is? I'll craft a bunch of these. Yeah, I know where my other... Did I accidentally send him to camp at some point? Maybe that's what happened. Let me just head back to camp real quick and figure that out. But I guess we go to confront the Elder Brain? And maybe we have a chance to free Orpheus there? Hope that's the case. It is a finesse weapon. Maybe I give this to Jaheira for old times. No, I like the armor class. To decide between nostalgia and... I changed the color of my armor since we are an Oathbreaker now. Probably not custard and pink rose. Might try this on Jaheira. Make ourselves look a little bit more presentable for the upcoming confrontation. I did put elixirs in here, no telling where they're at. They could pick it all up and put it this way, latest. It's probably not going to help. No telling how long ago. Oh, here they are. Alright, let's see what this looks like real quick on my armor. Yeah, a little less bright and bushy tail. Jaheira, give this a shot. Ooh, no. No, that's a little too bright, I think. Feywild green. Yeah, I guess underneath it is green. And it might be okay. Yeah, like, I like the color of the boots a lot. The armor is a little too gilded, but it'll be fine. The green underneath it looks nice, so.
Alright, what now?
So now I'm not sure which way we go. Do we go back to the Temple of Baal, or do we go to the Upper City? Oh, it's at the Morphic Pool. So yeah, we have to go back to the... I said the sewers, but... we have that boat at the Temple of Baal.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I'm going in the wrong direction. Oh, there's a fast travel point. Makes it a little easier. Alright, I guess I'll call it here. Next time, maybe confront the Elder Brain. But I'd like to free Orpheus before that. That might be something you can only do right before the final battle. We'll see how that plays out.
What to do?
But for now, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.